YouTube channel analytics. Oh yes! We're going to talk about video analytics, channel analytics. We're going to talk about how to improve your channel by studying the data behind your videos, behind your channel, and lots more. We're getting started in seconds. Poof, poof. Let's do this.
Brian G. Johnson.
Hey, it's Brian G. Johnson helping you stake your claim, amplify your message, and inspire action. The very thing that's needed for success. Now in this video, which is another video in my video SEO playlist, we're going to cover analytical data. And specifically, we're going to look at channel analytics. You see, your YouTube channel is creating analytical data that YouTube is using to ultimately determine how well your videos should rank as you release them. Now that's one part of the algorithm. Another part of the algorithm is the per video analytics. So let's jump on the computer. I want to share with you how you can analyze your analytical data to improve your channel, drive more views, gain more subscribers. Woohoo! Poof! Now, in order to really think about our channel as a whole, the first thing we want to do is to come into analytics and kind of take a look at real-time views. This is an indication of what's happening on a channel right now. And I watch this and my goal is to increase that number. Now, just a few days ago, I hit 2,000 real-time views in a 48-hour period. And then literally 24 hours, I hit 2,200 views in a 48-hour period. And I'm constantly improving my results because I continue to add new videos. I continue to target search terms. I'm really paying attention to YouTube discoverability strategies. That's what we're talking about in this video, and you can do the same thing too. So the real-time views is a good indication as to what's happening with your most recent videos, which we'll take a look at the most recent videos right below. You can see here I literally just released a brand new video based on the app Creator Studio, and if we come into real-time views, you can see I didn't have anything happening 24 hours ago because it was launched about 3 hours ago. And yet I've already driven 100 views, and most of that is coming from my subscriber base. So one of the things we want to do is we want to focus on understanding how search works. We want to focus on understanding how the YouTube search engine works, so we have the ability to create videos that ultimately are discovered in the search engine. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Notice if we look at the traffic sources for this one video, let me take you back here, okay? So we're looking at analytics just for this one video. And if we come in and we select more, and then we select discovery, you can see here that over the last 90 days, YouTube search was accounted for 65% of my views. However, over the last 70 days, that's increased to 70% because the video is gaining more and more power, it's gaining more authority, it's ranking for different search terms, and in a few minutes, we're going to dive really deep into how to leverage the kind of search results you're generating and how to identify keywords that can help you drive even more traffic. So stay tuned for that. This is really what you want to focus on. Not just publishing videos, but identify what people are searching for and then creating videos based on those terms. And if you follow kind of the strategies that I've been sharing, you'll be able to rank videos over time and your channel will grow stronger, and then it becomes easier and easier, and growth happens faster and faster. Now back to really the analytical data across your channel. Like I said, what we want to do is we want to maintain and watch our channel analytics as well as our per video analytics. So by coming in here, we can look at real-time views. We spoke about that. We can also look at real-time views on an individual video basis. So this was a blockbuster video that I released this weekend. a few days ago, video search engine optimization. And if I click that, again, you can see the real-time views that are coming in right now for this video. And this is how it works. When you release a new video and you've got subscribers, you're going to get a hit of traffic right away. Those subscribers are going to watch the video, and then if you do a good job with your marketing, with your video creation, with really providing value, then you're going to start ranking in search. So really helpful stuff. Now next we have watch time, and again notice it's on a 28-day basis. These are the minutes watched for my entire channel over the last 28 days. 64,000 minutes of watch time. That's really powerful, and notice what's happening. I am continuing to expedite the growth of this channel. You can see it's nearly doubled. It's increased by 94% in the last 28 days based on the very strategies and tactics that I'm sharing. So that's watch time. And of course, views are a really great indication of what's happening too. And my view growth isn't quite as impressive, but it's still nearly doubled. It's at 80%, which is fantastic because June was killer. Like, I really started driving some serious views in June, and that growth continues. However, you don't really want to get stuck solely on views. You really want to think about watch time, and that's something we're going to talk about as we dive deeper into video analytics, the analytics on a per video basis. Now, another site that I like to look at to help me manage and get a sense of how my channel is doing overall is Social Blade. Now, you can access Social Blade at socialblade.com. And then just select YouTube and type in your username. So notice the little search field in the right-hand corner. I entered in my name. And what you can see here is a user summary. We're on the user summary tab of this website. And basically we get a grade. We get subscriber ranking, view ranking, Social Blade ranking. But what's really helpful is these two numbers in the middle, and that is views for the last 30 days as well as subscribers for the last 30 days. And the reason this is so helpful is they don't just give you the numbers, which doesn't help that much, but they give you an indication as to, are you growing or are you in a slump? And as you can see, I've actually increased my views over the last 30 days by 100%, actually 100.4%, which means I've nearly doubled my views so far in July based on looking back to my views from June. Powerful, exciting, and it's all based on what I'm sharing with you right now. Now, if we look at the subscriber growth for the last 30 days, again, we get that number, and it's either green for growth or red for a slump. And you can see here, we've actually got a growth rate of 101% for subscribers, which is really awesome. So this is a great website that you can use to look at now and then to get a sense of how is your channel performing overall. Now, if we scroll down, we're going to be able to get an indication of what's happening on a daily basis when we're looking at subscribers and video views. And notice if we look at June 27th, which is our first entry, which was a Monday, I gained 18 subscribers, and I had a total of 1,089 subscribers. I had just hit 1,000 subscribers a few days earlier. And my total video views was 1,733. Again, really helpful. It gives you some information. But what's more helpful for me, and perhaps for you too, is this daily average. And here's why this is important to me. My goal is to be increasing exponentially right now, to be growing my channel, to be found more often, to really create something that people love, to help people out with their video marketing. And I can see daily averages of subscribers. So my daily average subscriber growth rate over the last, 28 or 30 days is 17.
So really, my goal right now is to at least have 17 new subscribers join every day. And this number has been increasing because if I get 17 the next 3 days, then on the fourth day, it's probably going to increase to 18, right? Because I've had consistently at least 17 people join my channel. And then I've got a new daily average goal, and my goal is to increase my subscriber growth by 18 subscribers. And then in 3 months from now, my goal is going to be to have at least 30 daily subscribers join my channel. And that's kind of like my next big goal, is to create a channel that is driving enough views by ranking in YouTube, by ranking in Google, by having videos that are shared, that my subscriber growth rate is 30 subscribers a day, which is almost 1,000 subscribers a month, which would put me on par for hitting about 10,000 subscribers in 1 year. So that is really helpful in really getting an overview of how my channel is performing. And again, the website you might want to check out is socialblade.com. Now let's come back, and I want to really dig into video analytics on a per individual video basis. One of the things to consider is that if you haven't watched my video on video search engine optimization, I'm going to link to that right now in the YouTube card. Make sure you watch that, because I really go over the ranking factors. What are the things you want to be aware of? I talk about keyword research. I talk about different methods that you can use to promote videos, and lots more. And my strategy right now is to really identify keywords that are a little easier to rank for and to target those keywords. And again, I reveal how I'm doing that in the video that's linked in the card, so check that out. And then I make the videos, and I make them as engaging and as helpful and valuable as possible, right? That is sharing the methods and strategies that are allowing me to grow exponentially. And the goal with that combination, a really engaging, fun video that's also filled with value based on the strategies and tactics that I'm using, results in a good view duration. And if we come down and we look at some of my videos, you don't always win. And this video is pretty good. And what I'm looking at is the audience retention. This is critical, and it's one of the things I talked about in that video that I mentioned, the video optimization video. And you want to have a longer view duration. And my goal is to at least hit 3 minutes. So that means that if I have a 9-minute video, I'm hoping that the average view is 3 minutes. And right now I'm just a bit below that. It's not terrible, but it's not as good as some of my other videos. Like, let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. This video right here, how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Number one, I did a good job with identifying the right kind of keywords, and I didn't actually target how to get 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I leveraged the strategy that I'm going to show you in just a few minutes, so hang with me here. But if we come in and we look at my average view duration, you'll notice that it's 4 minutes and 27 seconds, which is solid. That's a good average view duration. And YouTube rewards videos that keep people watching longer. And that's from YouTube. That's not from Brian G. Johnson. That's YouTube sharing the information openly on their creator blog. So my goal is to create videos that people like and people watch. And then when I find one that's doing well like this one, I'm going to really analyze the keywords and how it's ranking so I can improve the traffic, the view volume, and so on. And how do I do that? Well, I want to show you. Let's go to most viewed. And then this one, iMovie app tutorial. So when I started off, this was a video that was ranking very well, and it was doing well, but nothing like it is today. I mean, this is insanity. This is 210 views a day, and it's really adding up quickly. Now, again, if we look at 90 days, you can see in April it was doing 15 views a day. However, that was helpful because those 15 views were adding to my overall watch time, which is very important to being able to create a channel that grows. And as my channel grew, I tweaked my keywords, and this is exactly how I did it. So if you come to discovery, YouTube gives you a really good indication as to how your videos are being found. And if we come in here, let's take a look at the results for 1 year. And you can see most of the traffic to this video is from YouTube search as well as suggested videos. It's not from me, it's from YouTube. I'm being rewarded by YouTube for creating videos that are helpful and so on. Now, once I started ranking, I really paid attention to what keywords I was driving traffic for. And here's what's kind of interesting. Okay, I want to take you back and let's look at the search terms over time and notice the #1 search term that has driven traffic for me over the last year is iMovie app, and the number is 11.7%. Okay, then if we come to 90 days, you'll notice it's the same, 11.9%. But how about if we go to 28 days? Well, all of a sudden, how to use iMovie is now in first place. It's the most used search term. It's driving 12.8% of the traffic, and iMovie app is 8.9. And if we go to 7 days, you'll see that actually iMovie app is now at 7%, and how to use iMovie and how to use iMovie 2016 are further below. And this is what I did to identify this particular search term and whatnot. You see, here's what I did. If you look at the title right now, you'll see I've incorporated how to use iMovie in the beginning. And originally, in the beginning of my title, it looked kind of like this. Now, I'm going to have to remember what I have here. This is almost scary messing around, but this is kind of what my title looked like, okay? So it began with iMovie app tutorial. In fact, that was the only thing in the title. And the reason I did that was to target relevancy. Again, YouTube card video optimization. I'm not going to go into it now, but watch that video if you want to increase your results because it will help you. I guarantee it. Now, that was the only term I had, and I started to rank. So what happened was this search term began to rank for. So here's what happened. I identified the keyword phrase I wanted to target, iMovie app tutorial. I began to rank for that, and then my views went up from 10 to 15 a day to about 30. And then after about 2 or 3 weeks, I came in and I added iPhone, iPad, and iOS, which allowed me to rank for even more terms. And I was able to do that because I had accumulated watch time. And then I saw that I was ranking for how to use iMovie, and it wasn't even a term that I had incorporated into my title. So at that point, what I did is I came into this app, I added how to use iMovie to my title, and it became my most important keyword phrase. And I found that by digging into my analytics, just as I showed you. I came in here, I went to discovery, right? And I'm always paying attention to what I am driving traffic for. And you can see now over the last 7 days, how to use iMovie is accounting for more than 30% of my traffic. And that's super powerful. And originally it was located down probably like it was the 13th most popular keyword phrase. However, once I added it to the title, that increased my relevancy for that keyword because I had incorporated it into the title, and I began to rank for that. In fact, let's test out this right now and see what we're doing. How to use iMovie. So check that out. Very, very interesting. So basically, once I added that keyword phrase to my title, I was probably about 8 or 9, and then I bumped up to 6 or 7, and now I check today and I'm number 3. And this is like the little video that could. It just keeps ranking and ranking. It keeps on improving in the YouTube search engine, and you can see here, this is the graph of traffic that is flowing to the video, and you can see a crazy amount of growth over the last 90 days. And the reason why is because I began by leveraging relevancy and only targeting one search term, and then over time I tweaked my search terms depending on what I was ranking for, right? Instead of just choosing any phrase at all, I looked into my analytical data to identify what I was already doing good at. I used that, I improved my video discoverability in the YouTube search engine, and that is how I'm growing my channel. It's incredibly powerful. So there you have it. We talked a bit about channel analytics. We talked about how to really watch the growth of your channel and how to spur that on. If you don't have growth, well then pay attention to some of the videos I'm sharing, because they are producing incredible results based on my knowledge of search engine optimization. And this is something that I've studied since 2003, and clearly that information and knowledge that I have is paying off. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. Again, if you haven't subscribed to Brian G. Johnson TV, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button right now. I upload new videos often that share the very strategies and tactics that I'm sharing with you here today. I hope you found this, again, a bit longer, but this is technical stuff. You can't just talk about analytics and keywords and going deep. I mean, we're going deep, and you can't do that in a 3-minute video. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me for this amount of time. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next video. Poof, pixie dust.